What's up, dudes? Chooch back for another video, and today I'm out here on my MSX 100 volt 1300 watt hour, and I got the Clark pads on this baby ripping. I'm really liking this unicycle with the Clark pads on. I don't know, lightweight, and it's cruising. Only thing I need to do is put like an off-road tire on this thing for the type of riding I do, and I think I'll be good to go. But I'm just trying to wear this tire out on this thing and just get as much use out of it as I can before I have to open it up and do a tire change on it. But anyways, that's what I'm really looking forward to. I think a knobby tire will even be pretty much all I need in the wintertime with the snow and all that. Anyways, guys, this is a hell of an adventure. And we started late in the afternoon, and with time change, as y'all know, it's getting dark extremely quick. And you can't leave at 3 o'clock in the afternoon and then go about your ride anymore, you know, and expect to be back before dark. And we ended up ripping out here, and we were kind of prepared a little bit, to be caught by, maybe have like 30 minutes of darkness or something like that. But we ended up getting way out here, guys, and we came across like this gully where it was just like stairs straight down. I'm telling you, I don't know, I had no idea that this was could be a part of a mountain bike trail. And I guess they assume you to have a lightweight mountain bike where you can just pick it up by the frame and go hiking down a few stairs, no problem. But with these 60-pound unicycles, man, it was horrible having to like hike down stairs, and then we had to hike back upstairs and basically like traverse this entire like gnarly gully. And I actually ended up falling. I had like some GoPro footage of it. It's pretty terrible. It was completely dark, but I ended up I was carrying the unicycle down like this little flight of rocks. Ended up falling with it and busting my headlight up and everything, guys. It was crazy out here. I thought this was a local mountain bike place to go ride. I didn't think it was going to be that big. I didn't think that it would literally traverse over. This went over 4 different mountain peaks. So we went down into the river basin, and then back up a mountain peak, and then down into like another river basin, and then back up that mountain peak, and then repeated the same thing 2 more times. And I expected this to be, a quick little trail, maybe 6 or so miles. Ended up being 17 miles, guys, of just like gnarly riding like this. And like at the halfway point, we talked to some mountain bikers. They're like, yeah, guys, the stairs are the halfway point. And we came across some small stairs before we got to like the mega stairs you're gonna see at the end, guys. These are like, I mean, it was ridiculous. I've never seen stairs like this in the forest. It was crazy. And we got to the first stairs. We're like, oh yeah, halfway point. We'll be out of here in no time, guys. And ended up being pitch black dark on us, and we were out here literally navigating with the lights we had on the front of these things, and then our flashlight batteries were quickly dying. So if you're gonna be doing night riding, guys, I definitely suggest bringing backup batteries for your secondary lights. But yeah, so Rocky Mountains are unforgiving too, and it got cold, guys. It was a freeze warning coming in the night we were out here, and when we left, it was fine. It was like 60 degrees outside, no problem. And as soon as that sun went down, guys, I'm telling you, it got cold, and it got cold quick. Even through those big leather gloves, the jacket I had on, it started getting really cold. And on the way back, it was below freezing. We left 60 degrees, guys, and just out here in the mountains, as fast as temperature changes, it was below freezing in just a 4.5-hour ride that we did. So it just shows. So whenever I went back home, I was telling y'all about this. You really need to get if you're taking a backpack with you, if you're going on long rides, guys, where it's just unexpected stuff, especially by yourself. Take some stuff to do a tire change. Take literally, it wouldn't be a bad idea to take all the tools to literally do a full breakdown of it. If you're by yourself, that's what I'm saying. If you're by yourself, to do a full breakdown of the thing. You can take tire slime, take a little bottle of tire slime, and take a tire pump. Put that tire slime in your wheel and then pump it up. And if that doesn't fix your puncture, which it usually will, guys, it usually will, 9 times out of 10, you'll be able to get out of the trail fine, no problems, if you just carry a little bit of extra tire slime with you. Already have your tires slimed up a lot. Carry a little extra bottle, though, and then like a little hand pump. Those electronic pumps are great. I just like the little hand pumps because they're really lightweight, small, and you can really get a lot of PSI behind them. But that's a great hack. But if all else fails and you're out here in the middle of nowhere like we are, like 17 miles away from anybody. And you know, there's nobody on the trails this late at night. You know, there's nobody going to be mountain biking out here. There's probably going to be nobody really walking that you're going to encounter. And if you don't have a survival sleeping bag, if you don't have stuff to start a fire with, if you don't have stuff to filter water with, you are, I mean, this is no joke, guys. Being in the wilderness in the Rocky Mountains like that, you got to have everything on you prepared and think about that stuff. So that's one thing that I've always been accumulating more and more gear, you know, as I've gone on, more essentials. And I like it to be lightweight. I want it to fit in a little sling bag if I can. But water filter, fire starter, a knife, and emergency sleeping bag. I mean, that's just the bare essentials for wintertime exploring like this, adventure riding in the woods, you know, because these things are electronic. These things do run on a tube tire, you know. You can get a flat, something can go wrong with this, and Lord forbid you're out here by yourself, and I mean, it could just turn into a bad situation quick, you know, so this is no joke.
I got my fire steel. We can make us a lean-to.
I do thoroughly enjoy this type of riding, though, guys. So if you've never done this type of riding, and I know you really can't do this everywhere. I know a lot of states don't offer this type of riding. A lot of places don't offer this type of riding. But, you know, people ask me, you know, why don't you just ride on the road? Why don't you just ride the bike paths? Or, you know, ride something, you know, a little more simpler. And it's fun, but the technicality of this, you know, the changing terrain, being able to get out in the outdoors, you know, being able to see wildlife, being able to just, you know, have that adventurous side. You know, humans crave this type of stuff. You know, humans crave being on the adventurous side. We crave having just the, having the potential for something to go wrong and to be, I don't know, I love that stuff. Have the potential to go wrong and be stranded in the woods and then have to build a fire and have a tent. I don't know. I crave that type of adventure. You know, a lot of people kind of hate that type of thing and wouldn't want that. But, you know, if you're prepared for it, you're prepared for it, you know, and then it's just you learn all kind of stuff in the process of it. And I love adventure riding like this, and this is the funnest thing to do on these electric unicycles. And this is the type of racing I want to see, guys. So if I could do like any type of racing setup on these electric unicycles, what it would be is an enduro style race, or like a hare scramble style race where it's in the woods. I mean, it could be like a supermoto style. So you could have basically like
only for a bit up until we get to flag. Oh God!
Wait a minute. Is the guy just coming up the stairs at the halfway point?
Dude, oh, everything you learned watching Bear Grylls and Survivor Man's about to come into play tonight, Rob.
A half and half, essentially, where you have a link, like you have like a road section where you hit you know, a few parking lots, a few jumps. You go around like, you know, an industrial section. The way I'm thinking about it, the perfect layout of the best unicycle race would be like go to like an industrial area where you got like a big warehouse, a few parking lots, and then you have like a nice section of woods behind it where you could either rent it out, it was privately owned or something like that, and then we could get in there and build a really nice course and then have like a private race event, you know. But the way I want to do electric unicycle races, and I think it would be extremely fun, and I think there'd be a lot of people that caught on to it and saw the enjoyment of it, is do it enduro style, hare scramble style. If you want to look at some racing that I'm kind of thinking of, just type in GNCC Racing on YouTube, and that's what they do with dirt bikes, you know. And it basically, it's no frills. It's you just line up on a starting line. It could be potentially 15 to 20 racers, you know. You could have.
Your enthusiasm is not enjoyable.
Really?
It's making it seem like you don't understand the brevity of the situation.
Different classes, you know, you could have your M Supers, you could have your King Songs, you could have whatever it may be, all different classes, all different events like that, and then you just line up on a starting line, and it literally be just a straight adventure, where there's creek crossings, you have gnarly mud obstacles, you have jumps, you have literally just insanity. Like it just puts it through its paces. And the way that the race would be set up is it's so every rider has a potential to shine. If you're a technical woods rider, you got potential to shine. If you're really good at the on-road stuff, you have that section where you can really fly through it, you know, and get low and just power through it, you know, and be just a bat out of hell on that section. There can be a jump section, you know, for instance, where the guys that really are keen with jumping, where you could put a few doubles in there, where if you don't hit the doubles, you know, you're going to be slowed down a lot. So the guys that are really good at jumping, you can just gain a ton of speed in that section, you know, and just have it basically laid out like that. Even put a section like this in, you know, where it could be a section where it's an unrideable section, and it is something where it's endurance, you know, or the best in shape rider, the guy that can run through this the fastest and get to the next section or whatever. That could be the way it's laid out, you know. That's the way I want to see these races. I don't want to see just a simple race where you're racing around cones in a parking lot, or you're doing you know, just a simple parking lot race, or just a simple go-kart track race, you know. I think that is so lame, because these things have so much potential for off-road, creek crossings, jumps, mud, sand, you know, you name it, ice, snow, whatever it is. And I think that's the coolest thing, man. I think we could really, if we collaborated on this, and we got a lot of the guys that are super into this hobby, we could get some gnarly, entertaining races, man. And with the drones out there, with the cinematography that the people are into with this hobby, and the know-abouts with the 360 cameras, we could have the hottest thing on ESPN, man. Like, this would be the coolest thing to watch. I really see it through. I got a vision for it, guys, and it would be the coolest race.
Oh my god. Ow, dude. Oh, I think I broke my glasses. This is nuts, dude.
I think all the events that have been put on for the electric unicycles are absolutely phenomenal, but I think there's a huge potential and advancement for them. I think the off-road, you know, having some environmental elements in there, you know, some creek crossings, some actual dirt jumps, some gnarly terrain, some unexpected terrain, some rock gardens, routes, all that stuff thrown in there, and have it be, you know, about 20 miles, you know, where, you know, you disappear into the woods, you know, and they're just battling it out, you know, there's 15 riders just cruising into one section, there's mud, everything like that. I think that it would be the coolest thing, even if we just did it one time a year, and it could be like the international EUC games or something like that. I think it'd be really cool. Guys, I got y'all the ultimate hookup from the guys over at Lazy Rolling. Use the code CHOOCH for $20 off any order over $100 at lazyrolling.com. And this is for the armored jacket and the armored hoodie that I wear in all my videos, as well as armored pants too. These are sweet. They really offer a lot of protection and easy to throw on. The link below, guys, takes you straight to eWheels. It is an affiliate link. It helps the channel. You can pre-order the V11, the Veteran Sherman, the S18, and get all of the latest wheels there. The M Super Pros, all that stuff. Link below, guys. I appreciate it. I'll see y'all in the next one.